Hello children, myself Ishwar Chand Balichwal welcomes all of you. Today we are continuing our chapter 7th, fraction. Okay. Today we learn how to represent a fraction on the number line. This is very important to all of you. So watch this video up to the end carefully, then you understand better and you can solve all the problem. Okay. Now we learn how to represent fraction on the number line. We can show fractions on a number line. For example, if we want to express 1 by 3 on it, and we know that 1 by 3 is greater than 0 and less than 1. Okay. So it should lie between 0 and 1. The value of 1 by 3 is lie between 0 and 1. Okay. So we divide the gap between 0 and 1 into 3 equal parts. Okay. And show one part as 1 by 3. This is the way. Okay. So now we draw the number line. This is the number line and this is the 0, left side negative and right side positive. This is the number line. Now we know that 1 by 3 lie in between the 0 and 1. Okay. And first we make the 3 equal parts, 1, 2 and 3. So this is the 3 equal part of 1. Each part having the value 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Because there is 3 part and the single part is one of the 3. Okay. Now we want to show the fraction 1 by 3 on number line. So what we have to do? We know that 1 by 3 means there are 3 total parts and we have considered only 1. And here is the 3 parts and we have considered the 1. So this is the 1 part. So we reach here and 1 by 3 is the value which we want to plot on number line. This way we can represent 1 by 3. Okay. But if we want to represent 2 by 3, then what we have to do? 2 by 3 can be written as 2 into 1 by 3. Okay. And we know these all parts are equal and each are 1 by 3. 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. Okay. So if we consider 2 same part, each of them 1 by 3, then we receive the value 2 by 3. So we start counting 1 and this is the 2. Okay. So this way we reach 2 by 3. So this way we can represent 2 by 3 on number line. If we want to represent 3 by 3, that is 1. So this is the 3 by 3. This is the third part and 3 by 3 is 1. If we want to represent 0 by 3, this is the 0 by 3. 0 by 3 means 0. So this is the 0 by 3. So this way we can express any fraction on the number line. Positive fractions are on right side from the 0 and negative fractions are on the left side of the 0. This way we can express all fractions. Okay. Now here we express 3 by 7. So we know 3 by 7 equals 3 into 1 by 7. So 1 by 7 is the single part and we want to express 3 by 7. So first we divide 0 and 1 gap into the 7 equal part. This is the 0 and this is the 1. So first we divide this gap 0 and 1 into the 7 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the 7 equal parts. So 1 parts represent 1 by 7. Okay. And we want to express 3 by 7. So 3 into 1 by 7, that we take 3 times 1 by 7. So 1, 2 and 3. This is 3 by 7. So this way we can express 3 by 7 on number line. And this is positive, so we move positive direction, that is right direction. Okay. If any fraction contain negative, then we move in the negative direction from the 0. Okay. So this is the 3 by 7. Now we learn type of fractions. Proper fraction. A proper fraction is a number representing part of a whole. Denominator shows the number of parts into which the whole is divided. Okay? And numerator shows the number of parts considered. For example, 3 by 4, 1 by 5, 2 by 3. What does it mean? There is 4 total parts which represent the whole, and we have to consider 3 of them. So 3 by 4 means 3 parts are considered from the 4 part of a whole. Okay, this way we can express the proper fraction. In the proper fraction, the numerator is lesser than the denominator. Always remember. Okay, here the numerator is 1, lesser than 5. Here the numerator is 2, lesser than 3. Here the numerator is 3, lesser than 4. So these are the proper fraction. So this way we can express the proper fraction. Okay. Now we learn improper and mixed fraction. The fractions where the numerator is bigger than the denominator are called improper fractions. The examples are 3 by 2. Here 3 is the numerator which is bigger than the denominator. Here 7 by 5, 7 is the numerator which is bigger than the denominator. 11 by 4 is also an improper fraction because numerator 11 is bigger than the denominator 4. Okay. Now here this is the 3 by 2. How we express the 3 by 2? 3 by 2 is 1 and half. This is the 1 and this is the half. Means 3 by 2 means two parts represent a whole figure. Then we consider 3. So how? These are the 2 parts. If we make 2 parts of a single figure, then each part represent half and half. Okay. Now here we consider 3 parts. So 2 are this and the 1 is this. So total they become 3, and as a whole 1 part having 2 parts. So 1 and half represent the 3 by 2. So this way we can represent improper fraction. Mixed fraction. A mixed fraction has a combination of a whole and a part. This is a whole number and this is a part. So this is if we represent 3 by 2 in the form of 1 and half, this become a mixed fraction. Okay. Here is the examples. 4 and 1 by 4, 3 and 2 by 3, etc. These are the mixed fraction. Why they are mixed fraction? Because they contain a whole number and a part. This is the whole number and this is the part. Okay, so this is the mixed fraction. Now we take some example. Express as mixed fraction. These are the fractions. Here we can check them. Here the numerator is bigger, so these are improper fraction. And we have to convert them mixed fraction. 17 by 4. So we take 17 and divide by 4. 4 4 is 16. 4 times this divide. Now we subtract this 16 from 17, we get the 1. So 4 times this is divided. So 4 is the whole and 1 is the remainder, so 1 by 4 is the more left here. So we can say 4 and 1 by 4. This is 4 and this is 1 by 4. So this way we can convert a improper fraction into mixed fraction. So this is the mixed fraction of 17 by 4. 4 and 1 by 4. Now we represent one more method of converting the improper fraction to mixed fraction. We learn by this example. 27 by 5. So 27 are divided in such a way the one part is the multiple of 5. The one part must be the multiple of the denominator. Here the denominator is smaller, so we make the two parts, and the first part is the multiple of this denominator as much as possible. So we start counting. So 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20, and 5 5 is 25. If we count more, 5 6 is 30, which is exceed from this. So we take 25. Okay, this is 5 times 5. 5 5 is 25. So 25 is the multiple of this 5. So we take 25 plus 2. This way we can break the 27. Now, what is the meaning of this 25 plus 2 by 5? This means 25 by 5 plus 2 by 5. Okay, and 25 by 5 is 5. By dividing 25 to 5, we get 5. And this is 2 by 5. So 5 plus 2 by 5 is the mixed fraction. We can write it also as 5 and 2 by 5. Okay, both these way are correct, but we write as 5 and 2 by 5. This is the mixed fraction. So this way we also solve this. If we want to solve like this, then we can also solve like this. 27 we divide by 5. Okay, so 5 5 is 25 less this. So we get 2. So what happened? 5 is the whole and 2 by 5 is the part. So this way we can also solve. Now this is the example second. Express 7 and 1 by 9 as improper fraction. Okay. Now we take 7 and 1 by 9. What is the meaning? 7 into 9. This is 7 into 9 plus 1. 7 into 9 plus 1 by 9. So 7 into 9 is 63 plus 1, 64, 64 by 9. So this way we can convert a mixed fraction into the improper fraction. Okay. So learn this well and solve the question of exercise 7.1. This is your homework for today. Okay. Have a good day. Thanks.